Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Port Royal map. We're playing as a green player out of the 6th position. And ladies and gentlemen, we have some very interesting blizzards on the board here. Line cutoff here, line cutoff in the middle, one over here, one here. These two make for an interesting choke point. And then this one splits this bonus in half. Some interesting blizzards. There are 11 of them total on this board. This is Risk's largest map, 105 territories. 94 when blizzards are considered. That is 55 larger than the classic map with those blizzards. And this is Tier List Tuesday, series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk on the Progressive Capitals settings, stack them up against each other on a nice fancy tier list, give them all a rating, and let you guys know what I think of all of these maps, particularly on these settings. These settings also include, besides progressive cards and capital conquest, auto setup, 6-second turn timer, balanced blitz dice, fog and blizzards on, portals and alliances off. We play neutral inactivity behavior to try to keep the games a little bit more tight for a digestible video, and no rank restrictions as well. We do have a player that has botted out already in the startup phase. Black goes here. It is, I guess, a 1-point hold over this back region. I was hoping to go on this 2 to play for what would have been a split Chocolate Bay bonus, but Black is going to make that difficult. I almost want them to play overly aggressive here. Could still go on this 2. I could still go on this 2. I could go over here and try to play for all of this and hope that nobody's capped behind me in this region if I play off of this 2. Or I could go here and play for this boat. I don't have vision on really anything, which is the problem. I don't have full vision on anything. I could go white and yellow. Yeah, yellow's right in front of me. I don't want to go there. Let's go. Shoot. Because I could, yeah, I know. I could take here, play for this bonus. Risk getting rolled by yellow. I'm going to go here. I think it's a little bit risky with white in the first position, but I think positionally this is one of the best spots on the board that I can be. It's either here or through red. Loses a troop there. He won't finish this bonus unless he wins the 2-on-1, which maybe he does. Black's going to start with quite a bit. I don't think... I mean, white might roll me here. They could roll me. That would be unfortunate. I just didn't like the 2s that I could cap on, knowing what I know now with Black's cap. And Black's cap's the only one I see, but Red's playing for this +7 in the middle and Mercenary Hire. It actually looks like White's slow rolling somebody else's capital right now. So I got lucky that they chose not me. If they're choosing the purple capital, that's funny because it's a waste of time, in my opinion, to waste your troops on something that's never going to fight back. Like, I guess you could take it, but also you just butter it up for somebody else to potentially steal if they have vision on it. Black, I anticipate playing quickly for this +3 back here, but we've got double 2 and we don't even know, what else is in Southern Bluff. White is here. Are they trying to win that slow roll for a card, or did they just burn all their troops on Black? Did Black cap directly in front of White and White managed to lose all of those rolls? That would be something, huh? That really would be something. But we're here on Port Royal. This map is, again, I mentioned 105 territories. There's 15 bonuses. You can find those bonuses here. Kingston and Southern Bluff, as well as Bay of Knives, are +3s. Storm Reaver, Salty Phantom are +4s. Cannon Towers, which is these 2 territories here, this one up here, this one over here, and this big one that I just clicked off of, it's +5. We've got Diviner's Lot, Smoke Alley, and the Palisades is +6s. Mercenary Hire, Chocolate Bay, Entertainment, and Smelters Yard +7s. Commons is +8, and Merchant Row is +9 if you're able to hold it. Some hefty bonuses on this board. Black chooses to hit to the right. His first card is to the right. He doesn't take back here. I wonder if he capped out in front of white. We may start with 9. Yellow doesn't get a hit a single time. They start with 9. They do not at least aggress my capital right here, which is tremendous, and they are back in this pocket. That is totally fine. They'll hit us once. I don't care. As long as they don't hit me anywhere else on the board, we'll still start with 9 troops. We can very aggressively try to play for this Diviner's Lot +6, or do we go for the boat in the back? I think we actually play for the +6. I do. And I may slow roll some of these 2s off as well, just to try to push the limits a little bit more. Bad dice to start. Got black here. I got red on the flip side. Bad dice there as well. I gotta have a 6 cap here. Let's try to slow roll here. No dice. I think yellow is going to be the slow roll that we want to prioritize, and we are not winning it, ladies and gents. There we go. There's one. Just simply because of the extra troops that they could have here. I'm going to try to win these as well. I don't know that I want to do this one if white's in here. Yeah, let's leave that alone. Get back on cap. Yellow's going to have this bonus, so they'll start with at least 8 troops, and I want to be well enough defended. We can play for the play for this back here. Yellow may just insta-break me, and that is the problem with this map. The 1-point holds are crazy, especially late in the turn order if you're able to hold it. I think late in the turn order is risky because you can get your cap rolled really early. But once you get a bonus, especially if you get one of the 1-point holds, this map becomes very difficult to succeed on if you aren't a player with a 1-point hold. Purple is, I think white rolled the purple cap. But yeah, white started with 7. If he lost a bunch of territory and rolled the purple capital, he'd have an extra +2, which I just didn't think was worth it. But black starts with 6. We're really going to be monitoring yellow placement. I think yellow's natural expansion is going to be into me, though. It was risky to play for this +6, and I didn't get particularly good dice on my rolls. You saw me lose 1 on a 1. I lose 2 on a 2, and then fail some slow rolls. And our material is getting cooked back here, but as it should, right? Black should go for this position. So black has a 1 point now, which at least helps. You know, it's the same 1 point that yellow has. I'm interested to see if yellow goes bad neighbor. If they don't, we rush this boat bonus because I believe red is going to be in this +7. We need to use the generation from our +6 to take an additional bonus as soon as possible, because there's a good chance we're going to lose the previous bonus pretty quickly. I think the best routing for troops here, it doesn't matter, right? You go left, you run into the same thing as if you go right. Although, no, it does matter. Because I can see... No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I can roll this 2 regardless of whatever exists in either spot. We'll go up and then down. I don't know what's going on with yellow if they're deciding whether or not they should break me. They bot with a 1-point hold +3. They bot. The bot out problem in this game is completely unstoppable. We get 13 troops. That is not going to make my opponents very happy. Got black there. I will leave 4. Yellow here. I don't want purple placing around me. That's actually good defense. We will bring this back to capital. I didn't want it placing on a 1 that I could easily remove later. Red gets 15. And they appear to not be going for me, which I think is a mistake. Red's kind of buttoned up in here with these blizzards that it makes it harder for them to get to me, especially with where my capital is. This is, you know, Vampire Chicken might say this is close to being a center capping Grandmaster. I think red just rolled white's capital, or black got through it on the previous turn. We may want to go investigate down into red's vicinity, especially if they played overly aggressive. Purple is capless. Red may have 3 capitals. Black gets 10. I think they have, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus at least 7 territories back here. Yeah, this is not a double capital player. That's a territory player. White has flagged. Let's see what kind of interesting game we can pull off here. I would love it if yellow came back, to be completely honest. But this is very similar to Airship in the faster you can expand your board. This is a bold play by black. Over here, completely separate from their capital. Way far from their capital. Do they dip up into here? They do. I think, you know, they're getting quite a bit, but if they don't remove me, they're going to remove me, right? Yeah. I think we got to play into maybe into red and black. I don't normally recommend doing that. White is already quit. Red, I need to focus red, I think. As much as I'd love to knock black out. He's right here. And that is far too strong of a capital for me to do anything about. It kind of gives red an idea, right? There's an 8 here. This actually might be what I need. Red's going to get a lot of troops here because nobody broke him. He's going to get 20 plus troops. Yeah, 22. He's got 3 capitals. He could play off this 3 and then the game's basically over. Yellow is actually back. But if red tries to play off the 3 and come hit me, he only puts 5 here. So, I mean, this could be good where he plays into black instead. I intentionally removed black up on my top part of the board. I don't care if you hit that. But now he knows yellow's here. He may play for that in the future. Close my cap off, but purple acts a little bit of a buffer. I'm glad yellow's back. I hope he plays the game. He's behind on cards, but, you know, white flagging and purple never readying up makes this one an interesting one for sure. Black getting 15. If black's on this 1 here and pumps, not great. Red doesn't actually do anything to them. And we've got vision on some white territories. We actually are the only player other than yellow that's aware of this. We had all 3 of these territories, I think. Or no, we won this upwards. So somebody may remember that this was here. But we had these 2 territories already. Red with triple capital getting plus 22. Not great. The other thing that's not great is if yellow goes bad to me here in the midst of red getting 22 troops, black getting 15. You know, yellow could potentially break both of my bonuses. Strong middle capital is only as good as the neighbors, right? But it's kind of like I was saying, it's kind of like airship with expand, expand, expand being a very viable strategy. And it looks like yellow player is going to go bad to us. They're going to go up into our boat immediately. And I don't know that I can really retaliate on this appropriately. Oh, no, they go left. They go left. They hit red. Okay, perfectly fine. And they don't even actually break me at all. The 2 comes back to defend. So I think in that case, I don't want to give red any attention at all. White here. I'm trying to play a little slow, so that's really good dice there. Nice defended cap. At this point, don't care how much red's getting. They get 23. They don't pick up as much as I thought they would. I wonder if they got aggressed by black. This is one of the weird games on this board. Kind of unexpected, if I'm being honest, which is everyone's sort of playing some degree of good neighbor post white cap steal. Played a game on this map previously. Well, I spoke a little bit too soon. He's not going to get very far here, though. And this is next to black. I think that's a middling play by red because you don't actually make any impact on breaking me or depending on yellow to come break me. You break a bonus that I didn't have to begin with. Like prior to that previous turn, black's just picked up an additional bonus here on the +6 in Palisades, I think. Which is not a bonus I would have thought that they would hold. Because I have a cap. Yellow still has their capital. That makes me believe he's going to find... don't like this. Don't like this. Comes back down, finds red, continues to finish this bonus. And here's the issue. If I retaliate on red, red doesn't ever deal with black. This is a bold strategy from black. Remember, black's capital over here on Sam's Salvage. Red's capital, at least one of them, on Sly Sophia. I assume since red held that bonus second turn, or third turn, rather, that is their original capital. I don't even see what yellow's rolling. I don't want to go break red. I really don't. I want them to see that black's a problem. So if I don't retaliate, it might get them off my back. Oh, yellow's playing in here. This is surprising to me because this is a bonus they literally never, ever will hold. It's here. This might be the end of white. I don't know that it's worth taking the extra cards here, but I don't think any white was here, right? I don't remember. I'm going to put 4 troops there just in case. I may take white in that case, because if it was, it's like 3 free cards while we're on 4. And I don't know that I would want those cards going to somebody else. I may just feed them. I did just feed them. That's fine. I'm not going to go break him, because he doesn't have any... Like, I want him to be scared by black rather than by me. I'll just leave this here. Maybe white was here? It's probably over in here. Or it's in this area where yellow just was. At this point, I don't actually care that somebody else gets the cards, because it'll just trade them and immediately give me better cards. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. I wanted red to break the newly captured bonus. We can also get a litmus test for how much purple is left. There's at least 5 purple territories left, because we see 2 here. Neither of them gets troops added. Black now gets 17 with the trade incoming. Reminder that yellow missed 2 turns. That's why they're only on 3 cards here. So these trades aren't super valuable, which is why it's better to just get whatever cards you can and ramp it up quickly. Red gets 22. The triple capital, probably +7, +4. I don't want to go bad to yellow yet, but it may have to come soon. This is not going to defend you enough. Black, I think black knows where I'm capped. Yellow and white had initial vision on my capital. Black maybe never saw it, but I think they know where I am. He's got 29 troops there. That may not even be a cap stack. It dives back left. I wonder if white's right here. I never had vision on that territory. Could be here, could be here. I don't remember. The problem is that I had this territory and I simply don't remember if white was there. There's not a lot of spots it can be. Is he going to break me? I think awful play if you break me here. Dives into the turret. He's going to come through though. There's no way he doesn't come through to try to get the other turret, right? Play the +5. It's purple. I really don't know why this guy's playing so nicely. Huh. I don't get anything out of aggressing this player, but he's playing completely off cap. We get 28 troops. I would trade off of white. All right. I'm not going to hit black. That's not what this goal is. Okay. That's what I wanted. It was hiding. Red had it. I'm surprised he didn't take it. Do these benefit me at all? No, not in the slightest. This may be able to steal. I'm going to leave that kill guard there. I'm going to leave this here in case black tries to come steal this elim. I'm okay with my cap here, especially because I anticipate red going into black here. He can come for me. Oh, he's going to try to come find yellow. He knows I stole the capital. Oh, what? Because I killed white? You're going to come... This deserves the question marks. You're making this play, you're about to watch black get an insane number of troops. Hopefully yellow doesn't have a trade. He doesn't break black at all. Also, we see... Is that all? That might be all 3 purple territories now. Yeah, black gets 30 troops. I mean, what a terrible play by red. I think red's going to try... I think black's going to try to come kill yellow. I don't think he's going to come hit red at all. Or maybe he does. That he should have hit me by now. He should have hit this spot if he wasn't going into red. So I guess he's going into red. Red flags. Oh, goodness gracious. Hopefully yellow doesn't trade here. Red gave me pathing into this up top. Now, would black be a 2 capital player? I don't think so. Red must have just had a huge stack sitting here. He's slow rolling something. We have to go break everything we can of blacks. Yeah, he just took one of red's caps. Red makes that play and immediately quits. I mean, when the going gets tough, dude, I think it's actually a pretty good play by black to go for red there. But you don't hit. I think he was assuming I got completely broken, which didn't happen. Hopefully, yellow somehow doesn't trade right now, even though he probably will. Although I don't think he'll get his capital back, so I'm not sure it matters. And if red is completely botted, I mean, if this player doesn't trade, you got to trade here. Yeah. I don't know that he gets his capital back, though. I think I probably just kill him. It's only for 2 cards, though. How do we make sure we can break everything with blacks? If he doesn't try to take the cap, I won't even go for him. But if he slams this, like, there's no reason. Okay. There's no reason not to kill yellow here. It'll trade me in, and then we can use... It's only a 15 trade, but we can use that to go break everything with blacks. 42, I think. Okay. I have no defense here. So black can probably get a lot in this position. I think I need to completely give up defense of this cap top left with red gone. We'll see if that's enough. You know, you hope he got rolled. You hope he rolled enough of red. Yellow's out of the game. It's going to be a tight game here between me and black. I think red's still got enough troops on this capital and Sly Sophia where it's going to be a while before their cards are available for an elim. And I know black will get this plus 3 here. They also have double capital, so they will get at least 10. I would bet more like 13 troops unless they have this Salty Phantom, in which case it's probably closer to 18, just with all of the extra territories that they have. And they probably have a trade-in. So we almost have to hope that they go for this position here and not this top line. If they come and steal this capital, I'm probably dead. I mean, this buffer here is helpful. I got the break off here on an 11 stack. I thought maybe I should come break this 4, but I think that many troops removed is helpful. They'll get a 20 trade here. They could just cap run. They get 17. So I was close with the 18 guess. There's the trade-in. Where do these go? Do they go left side? I don't have a set. That's part of my problem. Yeah, I want him to go for this. I want him to put too much over here. It's 38 troops that he's got to distribute. So we see 8 here, 30 unseen. The 5, he's going to probably try to take the rest of this. Splits here. This 3 here, then the 5, 4, 3. It's only got half his turn. It's tight to try to take all of this. And he's focusing, in my opinion, too much on the bonuses, not enough on me. This is going to be an interesting battle. Here he comes. 30 troops. Does he go to the right to try to break me? He may open up the capital here. Pretty slow. He's going to get the cap. That's the bummer. Yeah. He's not going to get over here in time, fortunately. Does he get out of the way? He does get out of the way. Gotta make sure he can't cap run. Oh, he's not going to be able to cap run because of red's thing. I should just open this up, right? And then maybe not. Just trying to take as much as I can. That's a huge, huge win. That was actually massive. Because I break all of the possible bonuses he's holding. This was an unexpected capital. The caps that this player, if there was a cap over here on Iron Van Halen or Dice Fixers or something over there, because I never got, or no, I hit Peacock Quill, so I know there's not one here. Because I ended up opening up that capital. I should have a set here. I do. He doesn't. He probably still gets quite a bit, right? Got him 18, right? Because he's still the capital here. So get the break here. The 13 can come probably take this. But I can use the trade-in to make ground, right? I don't want to open up the cap down here. That's I think, a blunder. That quantity of troops here. If you lose a troop over here and then lose a 3-on-1, that would be tremendous. I need to get him fully out of this side. I need to get him fully out of the right-hand side. If I can take all of this over here, I'm in great position. 5-on-2 could fail. That would be tremendous. He's pretty slow. I may have him just on speed, but it'll be on 3 cards here in a moment, so I got to be wary of that. This is a difficult game to win, but I'm glad that a game with triple botters really... 2-on-1 might not even win here, which means I need to dedicate extra troops here. So I'm curious what he does here. Does he play off the 5? He's going to play off the 12 up here. Does he not get a single break off, or does he break my weakest bonus? Breaks my weakest bonus. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, now do these matter? This one, Sid Sardines, let's take that. That's at least a little bit useful. 55 troops. Let's go. Actually, I can go like a bunch over here, right? 30. I should just take this capital. Let's do this. That should hopefully be enough. It is. I don't want to open that up. Hop a 2 in here. Conserve troops. That was not the way I wanted to do that. Okay. That's good. Get the cap back. If he doesn't have a trade on 3, we're in a really, really good position. Because he's only got 1 position he can play off of. If he's got a trade on 3, it's gonna be tough. And I'm leaving this here. I'm intentionally leaving this here, whereas if he goes up through the top here, he gets 13. Does he have the set on 3? That's really the biggest thing. If I survive a turn with no set on 3, I can get troops on the cap and we can solidify, and this 1v1 should be pretty good. Oh, he doesn't address me at all. He goes full defense down below. Doesn't address me at all. He's going to break in the middle, but he won't get anything right side. I don't care. You were going to break this stuff anyway. I can block him on a 1 point here with not enough troops pointed at red. I can just sit here and block whatever he's going to throw at me. That's wild. That's absolutely crazy. And then I can prep myself. If he rolls one of red's caps, we can steal the other one. I'm wondering if he's going to fortify off here. I have to be careful of that. But let's do this. Doesn't fortify off. Let's do this. Red flags. Black has second place secured. What a wild game, everybody. I can't believe red did that play and then bail. I mean, look at these caps are still pretty strong. He would have been able to fight back, and he just quits. He just quits. I wonder if black actually fortified off into red to take the red elim, which would actually be a really good play. You're going to trade off of this. No, he goes for me. We don't have a trade on 3. He gets incredible dice. Absolutely incredible. Now, again, we're using this 8 as a buffer so that if he tries to go through the boat to break these 3 bonuses over here, he has to hit through the purple 8. That is why I'm leaving this here. I think the value of that is more than the +8 itself. Obviously, I could take it and just put 8 troops there myself. I guess that's probably the best way to do this. You'll immediately replenish that. But I didn't want to have to hit it while I was still in trouble. Slams out. I think we're going to see a flag here, unfortunately. I think we're going to see a flag here. This is going to be my pity play, I think. Which is Well, thought I was doing some justice there. Evidently not. Let's go over here. Just get in his way. I thought purple was dead. I wonder if... Oh, you know what? It's right here. It's right next to his capital there. He gets 12. I wonder if he's taking all of these territories next to red as well. I have a trade in. I don't want to feed red. I want to be able to kill red all at once, because I don't think he'll have enough troops to kill red. I think I can go... Oh. I would need, like, what, 50? Yeah, I think we can just kill red outright, right? I'll trade off of this. 55. Something like this. Our cap is here. Wow. Okay. Where can I hold here? I have 5. Okay. And just don't want to risk blundering a cap run, so throw those troops on a cap. In case he's got a trade on 3. 12, 7, 12, 16 in front here. Should be okay. What a game. Black not having that trade on 3 was monumental. I think he may step off. And not that the purple elim really matters. I also don't think he has enough troops. Yeah. Good game. Well played. GG's to you, black player. 74 loss and a 39. That's the kind of cap rolls I expect to see in this game. What a game. This map, I find so frequently leads to everybody jumping on each other, or half the game jumping on each other, completely screwing over their positions, and people either quit or just die so early that a snowballer does well. This game had like a balance of 3 of us. I mean, obviously yellow quit for 2 turns and came back and I basically killed him. But me, black, red, all kind of getting strong at once kept the game interesting. I think this map has potential for that. It also has potential to just be an absolute snowball fest if you're uncontested on your side of the board. I think black was a pretty good player. I'd give them a decent... Yeah, GM. Wow. Savage Henry has cashed his check. Grandmaster level player. He just was a little slow. I wonder if it's a mobile player. But I didn't have any issues with the way that black played. I thought that it was bold to go for bonuses on the right-hand side, but they ended up reasonably defending them. They were able to strike red when red made a misstep, because whoever makes that first play, you have to be so sure the other player isn't going to turn on you. Red makes that play, immediately gets turned on by black, who was playing more or less pretty good neighbor with them. I think red thought that because I had eliminated white, because at this point yellow wasn't even out of the game yet. I think red thought that because I had eliminated white, it meant I had some sort of insane amount of board, but I really had no more than they did. Which is certainly interesting. But GG's to my opponents. As far as where Port Royal lands on our tier list, I have our tier list here. We have 2, again, these 4 maps not currently available in the game. I cannot play them. 2 maps left, Port Royal, Archaeanos. We finished Port Royal today. I think it's the best of the pack. Pretty firmly. We put Cursed Hand in B. I think Tortuga ended up in... Did that end up in B? I don't even remember. Stinkpot's in D. Tortuga's up here somewhere. Yeah, also in B. I think Port Royal's a solid A tier map. I think it is... Where do I have Airship? I think it's a better version of Airship. Incredibly large, which can lead to some snowballs too much. I think Airship's nice from kill guard perspective, but I think it's too easy to card block on Airship. I think that Port Royal requires a little bit more artistry to card block on. The Blizzard configurations give the board still somewhat of an open feel, which I like personally, and I have an incredible soft spot for the US South map, so I can't justifiably put it ahead of that. does not crack our S tier. This is, spoiler alert for Arcanos. These are the 6 S tier maps I have. Takes a lot to get up there. If I were to re-rank, there's a chance I would even move 2209 down to A. Regardless, I think Port Royal is a fine addition to the map pool. I encourage you all to play it. It's a lot of fun. We had a good game here against Savage Henry, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We have one Tier List Tuesday video left for you next Tuesday. Everybody stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video as well. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.